Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Kitty, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Kitty's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while you're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Kitty has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Fred is sitting very nicely, Kitty is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Kitty take off doing that now, and the command is Kitty heel. Now Kitty has been trained to walk very nicely on your left-hand side at your pace. Whether you're walking at a faster pace or slower pace, she should not be trying to lag behind on that leash or lunge ahead and pull on that leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, and this occurs anytime that you stop your feet. Kitty should sit nicely at your left heel position, and she should remain seated until you give another command. The next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Kitty's muzzle, and the one-word command to stay.
Stay.
You're then going to walk out to the end of the training leash, and Kitty should remain seated in this position throughout the entire command. When you're practicing at home, you want to start at about a 1-minute time increment and slowly increase your time up to 3 minutes for the long sit stay. When Fred returns back to Kitty, he walks all the way around. Behind her is added distraction. She remains seated, gives her a pat on the head, some positive reinforcement to let her know that she did a good job, and they're going to run through their heel sit and stay again. Fred leaves her in a sit stay and walks out to the end of the leash. Now this time, instead of returning back to heel position, they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come command. You're going to call her in using her name. She should come in and sit nicely in front of you. Very well done. She returns to heel position by heeling around the back of you, returning to your left-hand side, sitting nicely. Very well done. Waiting for her next command, and they're going to go ahead and demonstrate that come command again. Leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, call her in using her name. You can almost use that leash like a fishing line to reel her in. Heel her around the back of you, returning her to your left-hand side. Great job. Now the next command we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from heel position. Again, you're going to use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash. Again, with the down stay, she should remain laying in this position. And when you're practicing at home, you want to start at about 3 minutes and work up to an increment of 5 minutes. Fred returns back, walking all the way around. Great job. He heels her out of that, and they will demonstrate that again. It's important to make sure that when you're practicing your commands at home, you also want to be practicing indoors as well as outdoors as well. So Fred leaves Kitty in another down stay, and this time they're going to demonstrate that come command from the down position. Kitty gets up, comes in, sits nicely. Now they have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that's the down from a distance. For this command, you're going to leave Kitty in a sit-stay, walk out to the end of the leash. From the end of the training leash, you're going to use your right hand to give the down command. Very well executed. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Kitty has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Kitty, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.